worked this weekend hard at trying to make sure that we have a good race car and trying to make sure that we can get a good finish out of here, do what we've done in the first 2 races, and have a solid effort. So, looking forward to what we can do here with our M&M's Camry and, being able to race a nationwide race, hopefully get some track time and get going there. And then, of course, get the Cup stuff going as well, too.
Busy weekend again. First question for Kyle. Who's got it?
Cool. Oh, darn.
Easy day for you, right? Go ahead, Reed.
Reed Spencer with Sporting News. When Jimmy won last week at Dover, that's the 19th time he's won in 62 races in the chase. Statistically, that's sort of off the chart. As you look from the outside as another driver, what do you think of an accomplishment like that, and how do you account for it? Is it just the track suit him? Is it just the fact they can turn it up when the chase starts? How are they able to do that?
They're good at every track they go to. I mean, they've won a lot of races at Loudon. They've won a lot of races at Dover. He's been in contention to win a lot more than probably even what he's won. So they put themselves in the right position at the right time, and that's what matters. These guys that can go out there and do as well as they do, like Jimmy. Jeff's been able to turn it on here also, and the reason they do it is just they run solid throughout the race, and they keep themselves in positions and attack when they can, and when it matters most at the end of the race. We were there. We were close. We had a really good car through much of the race. We got it better. We got it out front, and then all of a sudden we started losing a handle on it. We're not sure what happened. We got tight and just couldn't get the tight back out of it. So we started fading a little bit after about 30 laps on tires after restarts and stuff. But we wish we were as good as that, or we're as feared as much as they are, but we know we're not, and so we'll just have to go out there and play our schedule as we can, the best we can, and try to get the most points.
Rusty, raise your hand, and then we'll go to Jenna.
Rusty Ball, NASCAR Media Group. I actually want to just ask you about California. Obviously, somewhere you got your first win. Just your thoughts on racing in California and the characteristics of that track.
I like California. It's fun. It's real wide. It's kind of flatter than Michigan, so it's a little harder to kind of get a hold of, but you can really spread out. I mean, there in the spring, we saw guys all the way down at the white line. We saw guys all the way up at the wall. So it seemed to be a really good race there. It'll be a really fun racetrack. It's widened out, and it's become where you can race all over it. And with the race being as long as it is, you need to take a lot of time at working through traffic and being able to have a good car and all that. So, I mean, it's the same thing every week, but California is just another one of those racetracks that, seems to suit Jimmy really, really well. And, he's been in contention to win the past 6 races there, I think. And he's probably won 4 of them. So, I mean, that's another place we know he'll be fast. But, we just hope for a solid day and that our efforts will put us good enough. And if they don't, then we weren't good enough.
Jenna.
Jenna Fryer, Associated Press. I think, by my quick math, you were 10 points out here in 07. And so this is really sort of the point where you've never really, when we get out of here, you've never still really been in the championship hunt. What do you have to do to leave here? And do you consider this sort of that critical spot where if you are still mathematically right there in striking distance, you are still in it?
Yeah, I said it from the beginning of the chase. I said it from after Richmond to all through New York and then into Loudon. This is the one where I feel like we've got to make our most right here. And, I was running really good in that race in 2007. I was running third and got wrecked by Dale Jr. down the backstretch and just sort of downward spiral from there. So, this year we hope is different than what that was. We hope that we can just come out of here and I think a solid top 10 would do us well. We know we're not coming here. We hope we have a car to win, but we know we're not coming here to light the world on fire. This just hasn't been one of those places for me to do that at. Charlotte would be, Dover would be, places like that. But Kansas isn't one of them. So if we can come out of here with a solid top 10, just kind of keep us in the hunt, not lose too much ground to the guys in front of us or have the guys behind us gain too much ground. But and go on to some more of the racetracks that we know we can really run well at, then that's what we know we can do. you have to minimize the bad days as best you can. We know this weekend could be one of those.
Who's next? Anyone? Back there in the blue shirt.
Thank you. Hi, Kyle. Jason from Fox 4 here in Kansas City. This is a track that you'll be visiting twice next year. Any thoughts on coming to Kansas twice starting next year?
It's going to be cool. You know, I think May is a little bit of tornado season. That was maybe a little odd planned, but hopefully we've got good shelter, and that's all that matters. But, you know, all in all, you know, coming to Kansas twice, I think it's really great for what's gone on around this area and for what's taken place across the street and all the development and all the work that's gone on. You know, it's a big area now, and so as long as we keep filling the grandstands and getting people to come to attend, I think it'd be awesome. You know, right now they get one race a year. It's one opportunity for them to kind of come out and see what we do. You know, if it dies off and being able to, well, you know, we won't go in the spring, but maybe we'll go in the fall, or well, maybe we'll come in the spring, or no, we're not going to go in the fall. You know, that's sometimes what happens with some of these racetracks, you know, that we go to twice. They take advantage of the fact that we come there twice, so they're only going to go to one, and you might get half the people that you expected during each of those weekends. So hoping that don't happen, and that Kansas will stay strong for us, and we can have a good crowd.
Anybody else for Kyle? No? Kyle, thank you. Good luck
All right.
this weekend.
Thanks.